recently they sent out an email that a few of the board members who really love the building manager want to bring back and rehire the fired building manager. Ah! You see what I do for you? I come out and film a video for you among the booms. I'm not scientifically versed on this. Can lightning go sideways? It could go sideways? Oh, okay, so I'm not safe. Okay, look what I do for you. So I'm out here filming a video for you. There's a storm coming in from like where Bow Harbor is. We're in Sunny Isles. This is my beautiful pool that is condemned. You know, the building put out a notice that the pool is on its way to reopening, whereas we have emails from the state, from the health department saying, no, it's not reopening right now. Like there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be done in order for it to meet being reopened. So this video is short. My building manager was fired. There was an email that went out, and I think the president was involved, the association was involved, and they were the ones that fired him. Even though you already sent an email out to all the owners telling them that fired him, yet now some of you want to bring him back. That doesn't sound weird at all. The current maintenance of our unit is $818 a month plus a $161 a month assessment. For years, there's probably going to be another one. This is the condition of the pool. You know, they put out in bulletins and things like that to the owners that pool is going to reopen. It's not reopening right now. At one point, people were even swimming in it while it was in this condition. So we wrote the state health department and we're like, is it reopened? Because they're splish splashing in the pool. And they were like, no, it is closed. So then all of a sudden they took these chairs here and put things around it. But in reality, people were splish splashing in the water for quite a few days. And people were even going up to the security guard being like, I guess the pool is open because people are splish splashing. And there's cameras all around the building. So obviously the management office at the time they knew that people were splish splashing. You could see it on the footage. It's a very rough building. You know, it's the type of building that I'm paying $818 a month maintenance to, in theory, have amenities of that. I live across the street from the ocean in Sunny Isles. I have a view of the bay and watching the boats go by. But my pool is not usable. There's just been always mismanagement. I'll give you an example. There was one time they were doing work on the roof. We were just 2 minutes away and everything went flying off the roof, a lot of debris. And if we had walked 1 inch that way, we would have been killed from it. The hallways are filthy. The staff doesn't clean. They spray some Windex into the air. They go into the halls to watch music videos and drink coffee. And now this group of board of directors, at least some of them, want to bring him back because they love him. The love is real and they want him back. We don't know if that will end up happening or what will materialize from that. I know that, I'm paying $818 a month maintenance to live in this building. And quite frankly, I don't feel safe in this building. We have a lot of characters that live in this building. We have a woman that lives in this building who's hopped up on way too many steroids. She always glares at me. We have she always points at me and rants about me. It's like, I don't even know this woman. We have a security staff that doesn't behave in a acceptable manner. For example, it can put them in an odd position, but what you have is a group of 5 or so residents that on a consistent basis is camped out in the lobby, and they'll stand at the security guard's desk and chat with him probably for over an hour. And the security guard, may be put into an odd position where they don't want to be like, hey, I'm working, I've got things to do, but they will chat back with them. And I've heard the security staff being like, that's Mrs. So-and-so, yeah, she's really weird, yeah, she's from unit, that's Mrs. So-and-so from unit, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to be telling another person in the building the name of another person or what unit they're in. That's not acceptable. You have a woman that is not too well, and she is an owner in the building. She was arrested not that long ago for being under the influence, and she drove her car into 7 cars in the parking lot, destroying all 7 cars. It was an SUV, so she was able to do quite a bit of damage. And the police in that situation, they had to arrest her. I'm sure they don't love arresting people in the city because then they have to like bring them downtown. But she was arrested. She's an owner, so, you know, you can't even like evict her or anything like that, you know, or the landlord. So she's always under the influence. She's always like spinning around in the lobby. Sometimes she'll be holding like a glass bottle, things like that, you know, and it's not safe. Yeah, there's been a lot of times I've had to like abandon my car, run around in circles because, you know, as I park in the front to drop something off in the lobby, cut my groceries because, so until she goes back upstairs. You have a number of people at that level that are just not well living in the building, so you would call it a toxic building. But it's also a part of the mismanagement in that the security staff does not give them any commands or orders like, Mrs. So-and-so, you're causing a disturbance in the lobby. Please go about your day. There's no, in other words, standards in the building. Yes, she's an owner, yet some of these people are owners, but they do not have a right to run through the lobby, be under the influence of something, screaming in the lobby, spinning around while holding a glass beer bottle. That's not acceptable. And you would think that there would be some type of code of behavior. I've had the management office staff member years ago, he was screaming at me, and one of the board members had to calm him down. You know, you could think of it like a business. If you have a business and they fired someone and then they bring them back, the answer is people would say, get out, and I've heard your comments, and quite frankly, I agree with you. And the thing is, my unit should be worth about $400,000 in an area like this. We're directly across the street from the Ritz-Carlton. We have buildings going up in Sunny Isles. There's a building going up, they're selling, I think, the top floor for $100 million. I mean, this is a very expensive area. As a comparable, the Arlen House buildings that are across the street, they sell for a much higher price than us, and they are old dinosaur buildings as well. With our building, I mean, we've lost probably $200,000 in value on the unit due to the mismanagement of the building. So you would be lucky if I could sell my unit for $180,000, maybe $200,000. I should be able to sell my unit for $400,000. A two-bedroom in this building should be going for $500,000, but due to the mismanagement, that's not going to happen. So I can't even sell my unit and then take the cash and rebuy somewhere more rural, which is my intention. I would like to get out of this situation and eventually sell and then take the cash and go probably to Orlando, where I could buy a house that has little to no HOA. So when some of you say like you don't have a plan, or like you just keep putting yourself through this, no, I'm aware of the current situation. If I sell now, I don't have enough cash to move. I could and use it towards a mortgage, but I'd like to try to avoid that if possible. So yeah, it's rough. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna go probably upstairs, put away the camera, and at some point get out a little, but I'm gonna stay in Sunny House. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you soon in my next video, and bye.